COVID-19 vaccines arrived in the country, and there was a celebration to welcome it. And a lot of people, well, I would say some people are against the celebration. I mean, what's your take on that?
I think it's a useless thing, because we live in a country where we can let school children come out and stand in the hot sun, collapse under the heat of the tropical sun, with a medical doctor who should know better as the education minister claiming that a former president bussed people, in other words, put people in a bus to come there and play cantata, to come there and fall, claiming that they fainted just to score some political points. That is the stupid country we live in, and that is unfortunate. My brother, COVID vaccines are coming and you are jubilating. It tells you how stupid a country this is. Listen, last month we were talking about some herb that you had found, and that the herb was so potent it could deal with this COVID. All of a sudden you have boxed it, forced the fox into a small box, locked it up, thrown the keys into the sea, and you are hailing something that is coming from another country that racked its brains to make these vaccines. I think that we are not being serious. I think that we are a country that is receptive and never giving. We always receive. Look at what Sky News wrote about it.
Yeah.
That they have sent the first vaccines out to very poor countries like Ghana. Oh, is it not a shame that my children's children will grow up in a country that is tagged a very poor country? Listen.
But was there something we could have done about it?
About what?
About our situation. If we are poor because we went for it for free.
Honestly, I don't even want to say we are poor. We have been impoverished.
Okay.
You are rich. Somebody intentionally takes the money away from you, the riches, the wealth. How can you say you are poor when you have gold and diamond? How can you say you are poor when you discovered oil? How can you say you are poor when you have rosewood that Chinese people come in and cut and go away? Neem trees, they come in and cut that. If you are a poor country, would all these Chinese guys and the Indians be rushing in? Let's be wise. You see, it hurts me so much that I live in a country with brainless people. It is so hurting, and it's some of these harsh words that will make the people sit up. It's so annoying. My brother, you call me a poor country. A country that has a king sitting on top of gold, and we call him Otumfo Otikokoso Nana. Then you tell me that I'm a poor person. That we have a minister who will take us into a certain program called EPIC. They don't read history, and at the same time they don't even read literature. When you read Macbeth, look, listen, at the time that Macbeth was going to be slaughtered, after he killed King Duncan and took over the throne, what did they say? He said he would not fight. Those people who had come to attack him, he wouldn't fight. They said, okay, well, if you won't fight, no problem. We'll put you in a cage, and on that cage, we'll put a big label on it. Here comes a traitor. A traitor is somebody who betrays people. The moment Macbeth heard the word traitor, he pulled out his sword from his scabbard and started to fight. Labels are very important. Labels. Even the drunken man, when he's going to drink his alcohol, he makes sure that after reading the label, he will still check the content. My brother, it is sad the way we all sit back and don't care about the poor country's label that is slapped on us. I feel sad. I don't want my children to grow in a country like this. And I don't want them to grow in another man's country. I want to change this country.
Are our leaders leading us the way you would want it to be done?
No, they are not. How could they be leading us with Ejapa all over the place? PDS, Knorr and Associates, and all that. It's a shame. It's a scam of a leadership.
Wow.
When you have old men and old women in power, whose only thinking is bedtime. What time am I going to bed? Whose thinking is what food is on the menu? In this country, you can never be president till you are old and dying. In this country, you can never be rich as a young man. Your certificate to riches is your old age when you are sickly and dying.
Before you can.
Before. If you are a young man and you want to be president, take the gun like Rawlings did, like Sankara did, or else. We believe amongst us that the old are wiser. They forget that fools also grow old. So a fool who is a young man can grow into a bigger fool when he's old. That's it, but we don't seem to know that. Once you have a long beard, gray hair around you, and you quote 2 verses from the Bible, then you are Saint Michael. Wow. And everybody is ready to follow you. I feel hurt that I live in a country that has that. And God will slaughter me and kill me again and again if I don't do anything to alleviate this situation. Yes.
That's why you speak out so passionately.
Exactly.
About
Yes.
2 months into the second term of President Nana Akufo-Addo,
Yeah.
what do you make of his second term? Yes, is it going well for you so far?
It's a waste. For me, I see it as a waste. This is a lying president. It's a president who has no honor. He's a president who is so deceptive. He's a scam of a president. And we are not just using words and terms. I break it down for you. Africa beyond aid. Ghana beyond aid. Boom, boom. Today you are getting aid. Vaccines are coming in and they are labeling you very, very, very poor countries.
Yeah.
You are receiving that. Ghana beyond aid. Ghana beyond whatever. Rhetorics. Talks for nothing.
You don't see the results.
What results? That the aid is still coming in, yet to say you don't need any aid and blah 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 is happening. Yet we have it. You are building a cathedral. I will never forgive you for that. I, as a right-thinking member of this society, Nana Addo has let me down. I was one of those who touted the arrival of the human rights lawyer. Today, human rights abuses are terrible. Human rights